quick break right now, but we will be back in a mo to see how Freddy and Melanie enjoyed their date in Edinburgh. And here's the moment they met last week. Here is your blind date for this evening. You chose number 2, and that was our Melanie from Leicester. Come in, Melanie. Let's have a look at you both in beautiful Edinburgh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, Melanie. Welcome to the Caledonian Hotel.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you with us. Freddie, welcome to Caledonian Hotel in Scotland. Did you have a good flight, sir?
Marvellous, thank you.
Lovely. Do follow me into the hotel.
3, 2, 1, go.
It is now your turn.
I think I've been doing it for years, lad. Look, go on, off you go. Come on.
Yum, yum.
So you just spin your body around, and once you get around, you just push your hands straight up. She'll go land on the
Best looking bird I've had this year, actually. Come to Barring you, obviously.
Well, the falconry looks sensational, but now the date's over. Are they a couple of lovebirds, or are they just ready to rip each other to shreds? Let's find out.
When the screen went back and I saw Freddie, I thought he was very athletic, very fit, bulging biceps, although not really the type that I normally go for, but I wasn't disappointed.
When the screen went back and I saw Melanie, I really was a little bit disappointed because she was a bit on the short side. She was a bit large, and I really wish I chose her number 3 because she's really more my type.
After the show, we went for a meal, and Freddie was very polite, and he was impressing me with all his knowledge about food, and I think it was probably because he fancied me.
After the show, when me and Melanie went out for dinner, and we were talking and everything, I thought I was impressing her with the way I was talking about food. But when I saw the way she was rushing her food and not really appreciating what she's putting into her mouth, I really was put off by that, and I really didn't fancy from that point onwards.
At the airport, all Freddie did was drink orange juice, mineral water, coffee, hot chocolate. He must have had about 10 drinks within the space of an hour, and I really thought he did have a problem.
At the airport, on the way to Edinburgh, I noticed that Mel was just eating and eating and eating. And I thought to myself, I'm back at a restaurant here, and she's eating her way through my menu, which I found rather off-putting.
When we arrived at the hotel in Edinburgh, there was a lovely plate of fruit salad laid out for me, which I ate. And then I realised that I'd got my lunch as well, which I still managed to find room for because I love my food and there was no way I was going to miss out on it.
On our first night there, the hotel prepared a beautiful 6-course meal for us. And to be honest with you, I actually didn't have an appetite for the food, and definitely not for romance. And just to make matters worse, Mel just sat there and took pictures of every single course, which I just found totally bizarre.
On the first night, the hotel prepared a special meal for Freddie and I, which consisted of 6 courses. Just as we were about to sit down to eat the meal, Freddie announced that he wasn't really that hungry because 20 minutes prior to that, he ate a big pizza on room service, which I thought was really inconsiderate and rude.
We were lucky enough to try falconry, And I had this beautiful bird on my arm, and I actually made a passing joke saying this was the best bird I had on my arm all date, which didn't go down too well with Mel, really, but it was only a joke.
During our date, we tried falconry, and Freddie attempted to make a joke about having a bird on his arm, and I thought that's true because that's the only bird he's going to get on his arm, because I was going nowhere.
I think Mel's very static, and she got no real get up and go in her. And the only time she really came alive was when we were talking about food. And I think that's the only thing we have in common, really.
I think Freddie is ill-mannered, rude and boring because he really didn't have anything interesting to say. And when he did talk, it was all about food.
I think Mel likes the way I dress, and I'd really love to return the compliment. But sadly, I just can't.
Freddie's idea of looking good is wearing the same pair of trousers constantly, and he thought it was cool when he wore his socks inside out. Really, his clothing was like his personality, dull and boring.
I wouldn't fancy Mel because physically, she just doesn't do it for me. I prefer someone a little bit more lean, athletic looking, and a real spark in her.
I think Freddie thinks I eat too much and that I'm a quiet country girl, and he's absolutely right. And do you know what? I'm proud of it.
Freddie, that's what you get, isn't it? When you tell your personal feelings, don't you? I mean, that's girl power. You've heard that out there.
I don't expect anything better, so of course.
Fred, how could you? Because you are a chef, aren't
right.
you? And you love cooking and designing food. I mean, how could you possibly not like a girl who enjoys her food?
I mean, it's not a case of not liking her who enjoys the food, but I just found it was a bit... It just got to the point where it was a bit greedy at times. That's what I mean, that's what I thought. I was there with her, and that's what I thought.
To have that pizza 20 minutes before he knew we were going to have this 6-course meal, and it was gorgeous. Lobster, salmon, it was absolutely beautiful.
I look in
20 minutes to have a pizza before this meal was, I just thought was not on at all.
Sure.
Why not have a piece of fruit?
But the reason why I had a pizza 20 minutes before that, Chummy, was because, to be quite honest with you, I wasn't really enjoying myself on the date with the Mel, because I made many times sort of no, it's the truth. No, it's the truth. I went out of my way to try and be nice to Mel and whatever, but I just didn't see anyone's getting anywhere. So I thought to myself, if that's the way she's going to play, two can play that game.
Freddie, you know why us ladies eat sometimes? It's because we are so depressed.
That was the only thing that I had to look forward to the whole time was the meal times. I love my meal times anyway.
Well, he did say right at the top there that he was...
And also, I'd like to interrupt you there. I mean, sorry. No, I don't mean to be rude, but I mean, on the actual screen there, she said, oh, I was very ill-mannered. But I mean, it's very funny because, I mean, on our first day there and our second night there, she said to me, I'm very, very polite. So, I mean, she's contradicting herself.
The only time you were polite, you said that I had pretty eyes, and you said that you picked the best of the three. And then you told me once during the whole date that I looked nice.
Yeah. OK, let me ask you a question. How many times did you comment on me? How many times?
None.
None?
Because I didn't want to lie.
So you didn't want to lie? Really? But I mean, it's... It's very
trousers that he had on the whole day he's got on tonight.
Really?
These socks turned inside out.
OK, let me ask you a question.
Is this a London thing or something?
Maybe it is a London thing, but this is my personality. If you don't like my personality, I'm not asking my personality. I don't like the dresses you wear, but you're going to wear them because you like them. And regarding my trousers, if I have 2 or 3 pairs of trousers of the same type, what's that to you?
Maybe you had the same pair of trousers the whole day, not just the same pair.
But I really can't accept that because I had 5 different pairs of trousers. And regardless of whether or not I wear the same pair of trousers, what's that to you? If they're clean, they're clean. I mean, what's the big deal?
Freddie, Melanie also said that you were dull and boring.
Really? No, I mean, sure. I can understand that because, I mean, Mel doesn't know me. Mel doesn't know me very well. Mel certainly isn't my type, and you know, if she's not my type, and I find that we're not getting anywhere, there's no point in really trying to pursue anything.
It's difficult to put the effort in.
Exactly. So I mean, I could turn around and say she's very dull and boring because I don't find her interesting at all.
One final question: are you going to see each other?
Well, Melanie lives in Leicestershire, and I live in London now. If I do go to Leicestershire, maybe I will pop in and say hello to the cows, but the chance of me... The chance of me going to Leicester to say hello to this lady is 1 in a million, so sorry.
Final word from you, Melanie.
I'm just
The
glad
look
he
says
said
it
that
all.
because I just don't want to see him ever again.
That's good.